Hello, I'm Robin and I'm a normal alcoholic. Before I get going, if you get anything from this and you think it might help someone else, give it a thumbs up or comment, subscribe. It'll help spread the channel. Coping methods in your early days. This is another response to requests. I had a couple of people talk about what do you do about the crazy thoughts in the early days of drinking. What do you do to get over the irritability, the urges? One of my favourite phrases is the washing machine head. The constant crazy thoughts just going round and round and round. It's tough. It's tough. The early days are the hardest. At least they were for me. Now I'm going to quickly cover something that this is practiced all over the place. You hear it in rehabs, treatment centres, all over, therapists, etc. It's hungry, angry, lonely, tired, or H.A.L.T. And this is basically things to be aware of that are going to happen. Firstly, you're going to be hungry more often. That's basically because when you're in heavy alcoholism, the alcohol and, depending on what drink you're drinking might also have a lot more calories in it, etc. So you're not going to have the same energy intake. It's going to mean that unless you start eating a lot more than you were, and particularly in your early days, you might want to have quite a lot of sugar, sweets, that kind of stuff, just to keep your blood sugar levels up. You're going to notice you're hungry more. And if you get hungry and don't do something about it and let your blood sugar levels dip, then you're going to get angry. So you need to be aware that things are going to annoy you more than they used to. Firstly, you're not drinking, so you're not numbed, but also your blood sugar levels might dip, so you're going to be more irritable, you're going to notice things. And your emotions are heightened. You can't just numb them with a drink, or that you're not going to be able to have that release at the end of the day. So when things happen, they annoy you more in the moment. So next thing, lonely. Obviously, if you stop drinking, it's probably going to notably change your social circle or social schedules. A lot of people might be very social drinkers. They might always go out with people in the evenings, like every day, making sure they find a new group of people to go drinking with. You can't do that. But then ironically, or conversely, there's other drinkers and quite a lot of people who in the latter stages end up isolating a lot. So they don't really care about other people. They just isolate and drink. But if you're on your own and not drinking, you notice the loneliness more. The last one, tired. Ties in a bit with the eating and stuff. Obviously having alcohol, it's got a lot of sugar in it, keeps you awake a lot longer and constantly if you're a constant drinker. So you're going to have a new sleeping routine. Your body's not going to have that constant supply of sugar from the alcohol all the time. So you're going to notice when you get tired. Some people maybe used to use alcohol to help get them to sleep. So if you don't have that, then maybe your sleep's interrupted. You're more tired. Like I say, all these things they kind of intermesh. I think the best thing to say about the early days is just it's going to be hard. Recovery isn't easy. An awful lot changes. There's a phrase I like about recovery, and if someone asks, what do I have to change to adapt to a sober life? And the answer is everything. but you don't have to do it all at once. It's true. You know, you'll feel like it's an awful lot to change, but at the start, when you stop drinking, just go like, okay, I'm not having the drink. And maybe I'm not going to the pub or having the same social stuff going on. You don't have to immediately come up with a whole new set of friends and social activities and hobbies and everything to do. You just got to sit with yourself for a while and go, okay, it's not the same. I've got more emotions, or at least I'm feeling my emotions more. I feel more affected. I feel more angry. I'm not sleeping as well. I'm getting irritable. Everything's frustrating. Oh, I just want to go back and have another drink. I can't deal with this. You know, unfortunately, you just got to sit with it. The washing machine head of all those crazy thoughts is going to keep on going, but it does slow down and it does settle. You know, it's perseverance, it's determination, and it's just remembering that, you know, if today's bad, if I'm finding it hard today, what's going to make it better? Is it going to be accepting that today's a hard day and I'm just going to have to make it to the end of today? And yeah, I might be a bit angry, might be a bit frustrated, might be a bit lonely, might be a bit tired. But if I have another drink, I'm going back to the chaos for God knows how long. You know, I can either accept today's one day of these bad things, or I've got to go back to that continuous cycle of drink and despair and fear and denial. You know, and the thing is, tomorrow might not be much better, but it might actually be a little bit better. Because at the very least, you'll wake up tomorrow and go, I made it through yesterday. I made it through a shitty day. Gives you a little bit of a boost. You know, I can make it through a bad day. It wasn't the end of the world. I still woke up today. I might still feel shit. I might still feel a bit irritable, but I know I can get through a bad day. So if you stay sober, you will keep learning and developing little things. Yesterday, that thing you went, oh, really annoyed you. And then you went, oh, it's because I'm not drinking. Takes you a while. Next day, same thing happens, and you just go, okay. So even if it's the same annoying thing, because you went through yesterday having to deal with it, now you go, rather than getting angry for 5 minutes, realising that it annoyed me because I'm not drinking, and then having to get over it and wait for that frustration to dissipate, you can just go, that annoyed me yesterday, but I'm not going to let it annoy me today. Because in 10 minutes time, I'll be in the same place. I'll be over it. Don't have to wait 10 minutes though today. I'm sorted now. Just over it. Now, as for everything else, the impulses, they gradually dissipate. It's the walking into the shop going, oh, I love a drink. Oh no, I can't drink. Again, you get angry about it. You roll yourself up about it. And you go, oh, I wish I could. And you go home like, oh, I wish I had. And you go through half an hour of, oh, I wish I'd done it. Oh, all that. The following day, next time you walk into the shop, you see the beer or whatever your drink is, and you go, tell you what, I'm not going to wind myself up about it. I'm just going to go and get my groceries, my food and non-alcoholic drinks and walk out. You just learn by doing. And yeah, you might make mistakes. You might fall up at one point and relapse, but you'll learn from that too. Because if you come back from that relapse, you think about what things led up to it, you get over those. Yeah, so I've got no like real techniques of, if this happens, do this and you'll be fine. I've got suggestions, things you can be aware of, but you're going to have to go through it yourself, and eventually they'll get easier. And eventually you'll get to the point where you don't have the obsessive thinking, you don't have the irritability, you don't have the impulses to buy or drink. You just get along. You just get along with your daily life the way you can, without a drink. So I'm sorry if you're expecting a nice long list of, here's my top 5 techniques. I don't have that. It's just going to be hard and it'll take time. But I hope what I said at least gave you something. So for now, bye.